Second, education recognizes that we're all different. Each of us has different interests, different needs, different psychological structures. And so second education recognizes that there will be different approaches for different people, much like the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita talks about four main branches of yoga as means of achieving the self. They talk about Raja Yoga, which is the eightfold limb of meditation as the means. Bhakti Yoga is the path of love. Jnana Yoga is the path of knowledge. Today I want to talk a little bit about Karma Yoga. You're students, you're in school, you're engaging your body, you're engaging your mind, you're active, you're working. Karma means action. And the Bhagavad Gita actually says that yoga is skill in action and recommends that we do certain practices in order to attain that skill. And this is what we call karma yoga. So, working in karma yoga as a particular practice entails developing a sense of non doership, meaning not being attached to the fruits of our action. I don't know if you've had this experience, but when I'm really, really intent on getting the fruit of my action, having success in something, it creates a sort of inner tension in the mind that actually serves to sabotage my doing the best work. So part of this practice is developing a sense of non-doership, that I use my mind, I focus my mind, I do work to the best of my ability, but I accept the results of that as it unfolds. I'm not attached to it showing up in a particular way. And in fact, in karma yoga, we actually we dedicate the fruits of our action to our spiritual growth. We dedicate the fruits of the action to our chosen deity. If you don't have a chosen deity, to dedicate it to your own self for the purpose of your own spiritual upliftment. The Gita tells us to work without attachment, without fear, without frenzy, centered in the self, centered in the self. So we begin each day with our meditation practice. We center ourselves in that practice. We have the intention of doing the best that we can in the world that day without attachment or aversion. We can, in our work world and in our studies, we might have certain tasks that we're required to do that we can have an aversion to. So this sense of non-attachment, detachment, as it were, allows us to do our best work. We offer the fruits to the Supreme Being. We stay centered in the self. And through this practice, we're actually burning away our old samskaras, our old patterns, our old ways of thinking, which are based on our previous experience. We begin to create new karmic patterns that can lead us to a greater level of success. So I encourage you to begin this practice of daily centering yourself in your own being, offering the fruits of the work of the day, whether it's studying or a particular job. Offer the fruits to the Supreme Being, your higher power as you know it, and go through the day doing the best work that you can, really developing the skills that you need to be successful, working throughout the day without attachment, without aversion, without fear, without frenzy, remaining centered in the self, and we'll get the results. This week, I'd like you to practice that and begin to make notes in your journal about the results. God bless. Jeev? I might add to this that doing selfless service, seva, can be a benefit. If there's an NGO, if there's some service organization, volunteer. This is a good opportunity for you to put into action the teachings of the Gita. God bless.